Okay, so this afternoon we will be doing a video on total body care, and the four things we'll be doing is the bed bath, hair care, oral care, foot care, and perineal care. And my partner here, Shamir Torres, will begin by explaining the importance of the bed bath.
So today we will be showing how to do a bed bath and a fully body care on a patient. Why it is important to do a bed bath is to remove any microorganism and have any discomfort in the bed and have any um, and to cause comfort and relaxation to the patient while in the hospital. So today we will start off with doing the care of a patient by using a cloth, some water with a pan and clean water.
And we also use soap in the water to.
So I will be using a clean water pan and a soap pan to wash the patient in the beginning, then rinse the patient with clean water and then pat dry the patient with a towel. So I will start off with using the towel, the rash rag, by placing it in my hand and then to cause like to use as something to wash. So I will use the water with the soap to wash the patient. I will start off by assisting the face and rubbing and cleansing of the face. It is very important also to rinse the water after every wipe, or certain wipe in a certain position on the body. It is also important to wipe behind the ears due to the fact that it causes a lot of microorganisms and microbes to develop under the earlobes. You will do the both side also and then rinse. So everything in detail you will do from the head going down towards the foot. Also, you want to protect the individual privacy by. So I will be placing the towel underneath the person's arm so that water does not leak on the bed or any linens on the bed to cause disturbance to the patient. So as you can see, I already put the towel and I will proceed by washing the arm and the hand and the fingers. So it is likely to clean the arm from up to the
From proximal to distal. So we'll start by wiping from the shoulder down to the hand.
One stroke in every position of the arm. Then you will open the armpit and clean in between and every area between the groins of the armpit. Now after that you will do the fingers in between every corner of the finger. So I will be drying this arm. I already did the other arm and the other arm. So I will be drying this arm for any water and drying the armpit also. So now I'll be removing the towel and then continue on to the rest of the body. As you can see, we already did the face and the arms, and now continue on to into the rest of the body. I'll be removing the rest of the sheet.
And as you can see, we are keeping the rest of the body covered to promote client privacy.
So I'll be wiping the patient. If it's a female, you should lift up the breast and wipe underneath the breast, due to the fact that it can get very,
it can get dirty, and if not clean, then you might get a rash or something like that. So it's very important to do that for females.
so now I will be placing back privacy to the patient in the upper region of the body, and then moving on to the foot.
So we'll be covering back the arms up to the neck, and we'll be moving on now, like you said, to the foot, to the lower portion of the patient's body. Alright, so now we'll be doing the lower portion of the patient's body, and I'm preparing my wash rag, positioning it, and to start, I have my soapy water, and I'll dip it, and I'll start by swiping from proximally. So I'll do one stroke, another stroke, 3, rinse, then 4, rinse, then I'll move on to the leg, clean downwards. Also make sure to get behind the knee, and I will now be drying it with a clean towel. Making sure to mop up any excess water to keep the patient comfortable. So now that we finished most of the leg, we have the foot. But the foot is to wash the foot, since it's an area that gets dirty, we'll use a pan of water. We'll use a pan of water, and we'll flex the knee, and we'll put the person's foot in the pan, so as to get the foot soaked and to be able to clean better. We'll position the wash rag again. And we'll go. We'll dip the cloth. We'll wipe the top of the feet, then the sides. And for the bottom, we'll scrub vigorously to try to remove any dirt. We'll also get between the toes, as this is an area that can get really dirty. So we'll spread the toes apart and clean them.
Okay, so we will be changing the person gown. We are already taking it off of the sleeve of the hand and already unbuttoned behind the person. We will be removing and leaving the sheet on top of the patient to provide privacy. The gown that is already used, we will dispose in the hamper.
We'll then put the arms through the sleeves of the gown.
So see, the sheet is still on the person, but to provide privacy, then you will actually remove the sheet from underneath the gown.
Then we roll over the person and fasten the back of the gown. doing so, we have conserve privacy. And that concludes the bed bath. Okay, so now we'll be doing perineal care of the patient. So for a female, you will lift up the sheet and you'll flex the knees and open up the legs, spread the legs apart as if delivering a baby. Next, for privacy, you will take a towel and drape it over the thighs, each thigh. And to prevent soiling of any sheets, we will be using a bath towel and placing it under the area to be washed. So we'll begin by cleaning the upper thigh of the patient. So we'll start by cleaning the top here. We'll clean that and then we move on to the labia majora. We'll one stroke on one side, then we'll change. Another stroke on the other side, then we change. After that, we'll spread and clean the labia minora. One stroke on the left side, change the layer. Another on the right, change the layer, and then we'll clean the inside, the middle. Alright. Proceeding that, we'll now put the patient on her side and perform gluteal care. Alright, so we put the patient in a lateral position and we'll spread the gluteal fold apart and stroke upwards. Every stroke is a clean layer of wash rag. After that, we'll clean the gluteal area and then that concludes perineal care for a female. Okay, so now we'll be performing male pericare, and to do this I've gotten my pond water and my washcloths have been folded in a triangular arrangement, and to preserve the patient's privacy we have draped a cloth over his thighs and over the scrotum, exposing only the gate. And we will start by cleaning up here, then we'll change the cloth and we'll move on to the head of the glands of the penis and we'll swap around, then we'll change the cloth again and we'll clean the shaft, stroking upward. And if the patient is uncircumcised, you will retract the foreskin and clean in a circular motion moving up. Now after you're done with that, you'll move on to the actual scrotum and you will just pass the cloth over this, changing the layer as you go along till you have cleaned the entire thing. Also, don't forget to clean between the groins and ensure that you protect the client's comfort at all times. Okay, so to perform hair care on a patient, usually ask them how they take care of their hair at home, so that you get a better idea of it. But normally with males, we'll just comb the hair, just partition it into two sections with short hair and just comb it outward. And if the person desires you to put maybe hair oil or something for conditioning, then you can also apply that to make it more, comfortable and to prevent any friction while combing the hair. Also, there's different hair types, right? So for kinkier, tougher hair, you would actually have to condition it moisturize it with oil or water, partition it into sections, and then brush it upwards slowly so as to detangle it and to prevent the person from feeling any kind of discomfort. Okay, so now we will be performing oral care. For oral care, you need a kidney dish, a syringe, some sort of mouthwash or solution to rinse the mouth with. And it is, we don't have a toothbrush, so we have to improvise. So you take some cotton, wrap it around a toothpick. So now we place a towel here to prevent the bed from getting wet, and we place a kidney dish with the curve between the chin and the clavicle. So now we'll put the toothpaste on, or whatever you're using, on the toothbrush, and then you go into the patient's mouth and hold the bristles at a 45-degree angle to the outer surfaces of the teeth, and you stroke, and you move up, stroke towards the crowns of the teeth, from the gum to the crowns. So you do that for all the outer surfaces. You do it for the inner surfaces, and then you clean the crowns of the teeth by brushing back and forth slowly. You also brush the tongue without triggering the gag reflex, and when you're finished with everything, you will take a syringe and the mouthwash solution. It could be water, it could be saline, it could be Listerine, and you will take some into the syringe and you irrigate the mouth slowly, making sure that all the water drains out. Remember, this is an unconscious patient, so you don't want them choking. So you do it slowly and you make sure that nothing falls on the pillow. Now, if this was a conscious patient, it would be easier because they would be able to help you. Sometimes they do it on their own. But seeing that this is a unconscious patient, it's a little bit more challenging. But the same concept applies to a conscious, and you would also floss. So take the floss and just floss like you would floss yourself, right? And that concludes oral care. And with that, I'd like to conclude our video on total body care, covering oral care, hair care, perineal care, and the bed bath. I hope you found it informative and that you learned something. And on behalf of me and my partner, Shamir Torres, thank you for watching.